Morning guys, just want to share a few words with you today. Beautiful day here, Saturday morning. If you watch the news or read the newspapers like most of us do at some point, we're going to be exposed to a lot of negativity, and there's a lot of horrible things going on in the world. There's murders, there's famine, there's terrorist attacks, there's white people killing black people, there's black people killing white people, all the horrible things that we know is going on in the world. But isn't this necessarily the true state of the world? If we're to believe the newspapers and the media, it would seem that we're in a real messed up place. But if we go back 50 years, 100 years, 200 years, 300 years, historically, life would have been brutal, life would have been tough. And if we look statistically at this current time on the planet, there's less war, there's less murders, there's less deaths, there's less horrible things actually taking place. It's just that 150 years ago we weren't told about it. We lived in our town or our village, we stayed in the country, we didn't travel all over the world, so we weren't exposed to these things. And now we've got CNN, Sky News, 24 hours, 24/7 reporting all this horrible stuff. And the reason we pick up on this is because we're programmed to see all this bad news, and it all goes down to a tiny piece of our brain, a little slither of our brain called the amygdala, and that's to do with our fight or flight. Now, our brain is not designed for the modern day world. Our brain is designed to keep us alive. So when we hear negativity, it gets our attention. So we're exposed to all this negativity, and we pick up on it, and we thrive on it, and we're addicted to it, and we want more and more and more, yet at the same time we don't really want to hear it. But if we go back, we're actually living in the safest and the most peaceful times, although it just doesn't seem like it. And if we look at what's going on with technology, artificial technology, and there's some very, very clever guys out there looking how to solve the water shortage problem on the planet. So every child in Africa can have water, every child can have food, every child can have education. There are people in the next 10 to 15 to 20 years that are really looking to solve some of these problems, and I believe they can. Now, if you look at technology and what they're doing, and most people look at technology progressing at a linear pace or linear steps, and I'll explain what I mean by this. If we were to take 30 linear steps, 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 30, that would take you about 30 meters away. Now, the pace, the rapid pace that technology is expanding and improving is exponential. And what I mean by this is it's doubling every time, and what that means is 30 exponential steps and you're about 5 times around the earth. So this is where we're at the moment, where it seems like we're in a very negative place, but we're actually in the safest, most abundant time to ever be on the planet. So my message to you guys is maybe, be aware of what's going on, but try and appreciate what we have. Try and appreciate where the people that are in the power and have the technology are trying to take us, and be grateful for everything we've got, because we're living in great times. We're just not exposed to some of the amazing things that are taking place on the planet all the time. We're exposed to a lot of negativity, and it's just not cool. This is not to, undermine a lot of the things that have gone on recently in the news and the newspapers and the horrible tragedies. They're very tragic, but I just tend not to focus on them and try and look at things of where we're going rather than where we've been. So that's all I wanted to share with you today, guys. It's a gorgeous day. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.